Okay, I guess it's time to make this video. Hey guys, it's Jordan Sparks. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be taking a little soiree back into commentary style videos, and we are going to be talking about Dramageddon 3. And since this is my first video on the topic, I'm going to be kind of like getting you guys up to speed, and then we're going to be talking about some more recent things like Tati's video that dropped today and Shane Dawson's live stream in response to that, and a couple of those things. So if you're interested in that, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and stick around. So in lieu of the Black Lives Matter movement, a bunch of racist, basically sketches were coming forward of Shane Dawson's from his past, and we both know that Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star are no strangers to having racist pasts and racist actions in their past. So essentially, that is what was starting Dramageddon 3, and then there were all of these rumors coming forward that Tati was going to be making a video because Ashley Kyle, I believe is her name, she's a drama channel, and she was essentially working with Jeffree Star, and this was before Dramageddon 2 started when Tati made her video Bye Sister about James. Shane kind of acted like there was no involvement, and then we're hearing that Shane and Jeffree mastermind manipulated the entire thing through the words of Ashley and later then Tati in her video today. So Tati Westbrook made her video and she essentially called Shane and Jeffree master manipulators, and she said that she was hearing them say a bunch of nasty things about James over and over and over and over, and that they kind of were egging her on to make the video Bye Sister, and that they were kind of giving her like all these tips, and she said Shane like helped her make the thumbnail and was giving her all of this advice on how to do it, and so she was crying in her video today. She says that they manipulated the entire thing. She made a bunch of statements about her lawyers and stuff like that. So that is where we're at now, and at this point, literally right as Tati's video went live, Shane was on a live stream and he was saying that she's a master manipulator, and he was saying that those were fake tears. So that is where we're at. Shane the other day made a statement that was basically calling out everyone in the beauty community, calling the entire beauty community toxic, and saying that he no longer wants to be a part of the beauty community. And Jeffree Star hasn't really said much at all. He's been pretty silent since his last video. He's not really getting involved in all of this drama per se. I feel like he's going to have to make a statement eventually, especially since everything and all of these fingers are pointing at him now. And I'm wondering if James Charles will make a public statement about this. I don't know if he will. I feel like he probably will not. But I feel like we are now deep in the throes of Dramageddon 3, especially because it's been rumored that Tati was going to be making this video that she released today for several weeks. All of the drama channels on YouTube have been talking about a new Tati video that is coming, and so she finally released that. She hasn't posted in literally forever, so this was her coming back to YouTube moment. And people wonder, like, is Tati actually a master manipulator? And the truth is, if you look at Tati's numbers, everybody is unsubscribing to her right now, so she's not gaining anything from this, which makes you question whether she is being entirely forthcoming and whether she's entirely telling the truth. And it makes you question, it just makes me question everything, because it's just so weird to me that Dramageddon comes every year around the same time, like clockwork, and that it's always involving the same people, and it's always involving Jeffree Star, and it's always involving other people in the beauty community, and we don't see this kind of Dramageddon thing happening in other communities on YouTube. So it just really makes me wonder, like, is this a giant conspiracy? Do people plot this, like, behind the scenes, or is this actually all real? If you hadn't seen yet, the other day, Shane actually released a large video that was about him taking accountability for all of his actions in the past, and basically saying that he understands if you don't want to support him, but that all of these things were all true, and that he wants to take accountability for them. And then he says he's taking a break from YouTube, so we'll see what happens. I feel like he'll be continuing to talk and make commentary as this whole Tati thing explodes and blows over, but we'll see what happens in terms of whether he'll be posting that on his main YouTube channel or whether he'll just continue ranting on Instagram lives. We'll see about that. Then I've seen that Trisha Paytas made a video just recently, and she was calling out Tati and saying she's dumb as hell. And Ryland went off on a Twitter rampage basically saying the same thing. So all of these people are now definitely getting themselves involved and choosing sides. And I think it's the choosing sides which is like what starts the entire Dramageddon. I was just watching a video by Smoky Glow, and I think that she made a really good point in that the Bi Sister video that Tati made, everything seemed so credible and it seemed so believable, and then a lot of the facts from that video turned out to not be so credible. And so after watching Tati's video, and I was eating it all up and being like, oh my god, yeah, I totally feel for you, and I totally believe everything she's saying. But then in retrospect, thinking that I felt the exact same way when I watched the Bi Sister video just makes me think that now is probably a good time to pause, take a step back, not really choose sides at this point, but just to like see how things unfold and see what the actual truth is, because it's all of the jumping back and forth which creates all of this hostility and toxicity in the beauty community, and the beauty community doesn't need to be like that. So if you haven't seen Tati's video, Tati and James Charles actually met behind the scenes back in December of 2019, I believe it was, and they compared screenshots, they kind of discussed everything that happened with the Bi Sister video, and they basically made amends and decided to like put this in the past and move forward. Now, another thing that Smoky Glow mentioned in her video that I thought was a really great point is that I also really liked that Tati was reading from like a legal statement, and it does seem inauthentic and it doesn't really come across as like the most comfortable kind of casual conversation when you're reading from a statement like that. But I do think that it's a really smart thing to do, especially when you're dealing with business like they are, and it's literally could be ruining people's lives. And I do think that Tati could be coming forward with lawsuits for Jeffree Star, and she kind of alluded to that in her video. I do think that the only person that Tati owed an apology to was James Charles, but that being said, after listening to Tati's entire video, it kind of sounds like she wasn't really taking full accountability for her actions, and that she's kind of blaming all of the actions and her making that entire video on Jeffree and Shane. And it kind of boils down to me that, like, yes, I understand you're being gaslit by these people or manipulated, and that is your truth, but at the same time, you have your own conscious brain. You are I think she's like a 40-year-old woman. Like, you make up your own choices. You chose to make this video about a 20-year-old kid, and so you have to take some of your own accountability in that as well. Like, she apologized to James and stuff, but she also in the same breath is like, I didn't call him the P word, and I didn't say that he was a danger to society. Jeffree Star did. And so, yeah, it's like she's apologizing, but what all are you apologizing for? Like, I feel like she needs to take full accountability that yes, she was manipulated, but it was her that made this video, and it was her that made these statements on the internet. Another note I wanted to say about Tati and this video is that not only is she losing subscribers, but she said that she's going to be donating all of the money, all of the AdSense earnings from this video, so we don't have to worry about her making any financial gain from this video that she's creating. And also, something that I thought was interesting to add is that it wasn't actually James or anybody. She didn't necessarily feel bad, and that's why she deleted the Bi Sister video. It turns out that YouTube actually asked her to take down the Bi Sister video, which I thought was kind of interesting. Anyways, those are all of my thoughts for right now. I hope that I kind of gave you guys a summary of what is going down right now. I will try to be more thorough in my next video about this, but this is just me being super rusty trying to get back into commentary videos, and I've just kind of been watching this little volcano start to erupt from the outside and haven't really talked about it until right now. So these are my thoughts. Kind of feel a little uncomfortable sharing this to the internet, but here we are. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a great big thumbs up, and of course tap that bell notification when you subscribe if you're new to my channel so that you never miss a upload. I don't know why it's so hard for me to speak today. And as always, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly, and let me know what you guys think of this colossal mess down in the comments below.
Are you the cutest little man? Are you just the cutest little man? Oh, how cute.